What's up guys, Skittlerampage here. So today we have more upcoming Funko Pops, a little bit of Funko news, and some really cool customs. So let's check it out. Alright guys, so today we have more Funko news mixed in with a little concept and custom work of some really awesome stuff, as well as a lot of cool upcoming pops that are, rumored to be coming as well based off some, pre-order listings that I found, which are really awesome. So I am very very excited for this one. So the first thing I want to show you is, this comes from Dis Pops over on its Instagram, and it looks like the international release of the Sonic game cover, pop game cover, is actually going to come with a different box. So you see the special edition sticker in the corner. So I thought it was weird. That's kind of weird. Typically the only thing different between an international release is the sticker. But this one is going to have the yellow kind of racetrack looking thing on the box, versus our US release is going to have the black. Personally, I like the yellow one. It seems more Sonic versus the black, and I felt like this was a really weird decision, but this also kind of goes for any completionist of this line. Looks like you're going to have to get both boxes if you are a completionist, but I thought this was a little interesting and I wanted to share it, and I wanted to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Another bit of Funko news we have, guys, is looks like Captain America, aka Falcon from the Falcon and Winter Soldier, Walmart exclusive, is shipping by 7/6, so July 6th, and that is about a month from now, which is really awesome. So if you have your orders in, stay tuned for those. Walmart's a little iffy on shipping, so expect to probably have to return it if you did. I unfortunately missed this one. I wanted this one and the Amazon exclusive, because this one's so cool with his wings out and holding the shield there. I thought this was a really awesome stance. So maybe if I can find it in stores, I'll pick one up. But for now, I'm still on the hunt for it, but it's going to be really awesome if I can find it. Also, guys, sorry if it looks a little bright on my face. For some reason in the last few videos, the autofocus has not been wanting to mainly focus on me. It's been half focusing on my pops and half focusing on me, so it comes out a little blurry quality instead of the 1080p 50 frames per second what I actually upload at. I don't know why, but I guess there was just maybe not enough light on my face, so I kind of upped the brightness on the light. It's hurting my eyes a little bit every time I look that direction, but just so you guys know, that's why the video looks brighter, if it does for you guys. The next thing I do want to check out in this is some really awesome concept work from a creator called Popeyes. I've shared his Instagram on the channel and some of his customs and things like that before. But these were too cool not to show, alright? These were just too cool not to show. So I was like, you know what? I'm doing Funko news. Let's throw it in there. So the first thing we have here is Zenitsu from Demon Slayer. Now this is something we wish Funko would have made for Zenitsu. Not knocking the common. I really do like the, basic common they went with. It is really awesome. Eyes closed in the sword unsheathing pose. But this is so cool. Like, this is so ridiculously cool. So this commission actually comes from Instagram user True Technique, who's actually going to be making a custom of this, which is going to be really cool. But for the most part, guys, I just wanted to show off the concept work because it's absolutely beautiful. And I love it. I love the lightning coming from the eyes, the hair going thrown up. It looks like almost like a Majin Vegeta, kind of like the Majin Vegeta common, like energy around him, which is amazing. And then you got the dragon in the back. And then, guys, there's also a glow-in-the-dark picture here as well, which is so neat. Look at that. You got the eyes glowing. I wish the hair glowed. That would have been awesome. But you have the actual electricity around him glowing in the dark. And this is just really awesome. I hope Funko makes something like this. Maybe like a Pop Deluxe, like really big pop of them using their different techniques. I just thought this was really awesome to share. Blood going down the mouth. It's a really awesome concept, and I'm curious to see what the custom turns out to be. But really great job, Popeyes, and I can't wait to see what you do with this True Technique. Also coming from Pop.Eyes, he made a really awesome Charizard concept pop. This is so cool, and this is even more cool because there are rumors of Charizard coming out in the summer, which is going to be amazing. I cannot wait to see if that turns out to be real, and even maybe an SDCC exclusive, potentially. This is so neat, though. Oh, I love it. I love the fire going down. You know, it's funny. I asked Bailey, I was like, what do you think of this? And she goes, oh, that's Charmander, right? And I'm like, ooh. She's like, same thing. I'm like, not at all. But that's, I love it. I love the wing detail. The snout looks awesome. The teeth. He did a really great job with this. This is absolutely phenomenal. And I hope the Charizard pop looks something similar to this. Honestly, they should just start Charizard out as a 6-inch or 10-inch pop. It's going to look beautiful. And the last thing I wanted to show off from Pop.Eyes, guys, that he did over on his Instagram was this WandaVision set of Wanda and Vision, obviously. And this is from their magic show scene in WandaVision. This is just really cool, to be honest. Funko should make these if they decide to make more WandaVision Pops in the future. This would be a really awesome 2-pack. It really would. So that is the black and white variant, and then there's also a color variant, which is supposed to be kind of like a chase situation, all in color, which is awesome. He did a really great job on this, and I just wanted to share. I love sharing concept work just because they do so good that I want more people to see this stuff, and then maybe even Funko seeing this and like, hey, we should make those because so many people like that and so many people want that. So make sure to go give them a follow, give Popeyes a follow because they do great work, and I love showing off their work, and he just keeps making good stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, there's more I have to share because it's so amazing. Alright guys, now let's get into the upcoming rumored Funko Pops that I've shared some of these, but this is kind of like an update as well, just because these are all available for pre-order on a site, so it's like, hey, stuff's happening. So the first one we have is Rocky Pop. So it looks like it says Rocky 45th Rocky Balboa Funko Pop. So I guess 45th anniversary, which is kind of nuts to think about. 45 years of Rocky. Wow. That's crazy. So we have Rocky Balboa, just a regular. Then we also have Rocky Balboa gold belt and an Apollo Creed figure. I think this is awesome just because I feel like we're long overdue because the original Rocky line is very old, very expensive right now. And I'm really okay if Funko decides to do a revamped, character lineup and things like that years later. It makes sense. And the old ones are just going to kind of skyrocket in value even more. And if you can afford them, I recommend that you do get them because more Rocky Pops coming. This is going to be nuts. But I think this is cool. Maybe I might pick one up. My brother's a big Rocky fan. I love all of the Rocky movies. I think they're phenomenal. Some of the best boxing movies I've seen. Warrior's a really good one with Tom Hardy and I forget the other guy's name. Really great movie as well. I think that's more like MMA, UFC type versus boxing, but kind of around the same kind of sport, fighting sport. Anyways, still, nonetheless, really awesome that more Rocky Pops are coming soon. I'm sure a lot of people are excited. Next up, guys, for my Disney princess fans, there is a new wave, aka Wave 3, of the Ultimate Princesses coming soon. So we have Princess Anna, and then we also have Princess Belle, which I kind of expected Belle eventually. Princess Elsa, Princess Merida, which I called this one. I was like, I bet in the next wave, if they make a next wave, they're going to make Merida because it makes sense. And that's why I recommend that you kind of pick these up now because they're older pops and, this is going to be a revamped mold. Everybody's going to be reminded of her character. Then we also have another Mulan coming and Princess Aurora with Castle, which I thought was cool. So that has a $32 price point, so that's probably going to be like a Pop Town type thing. This is really cool, though. I am very excited. Bailey's going to be very excited as well. I believe she's going to probably get this and the last wave because she has the first wave. There's so many, though, so honestly, she'll probably have to wait to see which one she likes, but she's definitely going to be picking up Belle just because she loves Belle, one of her favorite Disney princesses. And this is just nonetheless a really awesome line up what they're doing with the princesses, so I can't wait to see what these look like. Next up, guys, we do have Suicide Squad. So Suicide Squad is essentially, it's going to be from the new movie, I believe, that's coming out. Also, I watched that trailer. I'm sorry, but that movie looks awful. Like, it looks awful. It looks worse than the first one. The first one looked better than that. I'm honestly going to say that. That's my personal opinion. You guys can drop down below. If you've seen that trailer, I don't know if that trailer was meant to be a joke, but that's rough. Like, even King Shark looks rough. Doesn't look menacing at all. I honestly was disappointed by that trailer, like, more than anything. When I watched it, I was like, I didn't even finish the trailer. I didn't even know what was happening. It just seems so confusing. So that trailer looks rough. I don't know how well that movie's going to do, to be honest. I don't expect it to do well. Anyways, guys, moving on to the actual Suicide Squad Pops, we do have Rick Flag coming, King Shark, that's going to be interesting. We have Ratcatcher 2 with Sebastian, as well as Harley Quinn Damage Dress, and then we also do have the Peacemaker, Bloodsport, Polka Dot Man, and Harley Quinn Bodysuit Funko Pop. So this is going to be an interesting lineup for sure. I don't know how well this line's going to do just because I don't really know how well the movie's going to do. It's a rough trailer. It really is. And I don't personally see why anybody should go see that, like, at all. I would love to hear your thoughts on the trailer, though, and the thoughts of the potential pops coming soon. Are you guys going to pick them up? Are you going to give the movie a chance? Like, what do you truly think? I want everybody's true opinions of this Suicide Squad trailer. Because I think it looks so bad. Anyways, stay tuned for Suicide Squad. Next up, guys, we do have a few Pop Rocks coming soon. So first up, we do have Post Malone. So this is Post Malone, like, night, I guess, when he's in the night armor, as well as Post Malone sundress. So the first one was actually pretty successful, I'd say, in terms of, like, his first figure. I think a lot of people enjoyed it. It even had a price hike for a while of, like, 30 to 35 bucks. I'm not sure where it's at right now, but I do recommend picking it up, just because if new pops of him are, you know, as they are rumored and they are coming, that one's definitely going to spike a little bit, just because everybody's going to want the original and to keep the set together. This is really cool. Hopefully they become true. As well as for the Pop Rocks, guys, we do have Machine Gun Kelly coming soon. This is actually pretty cool. I think this is going to be awesome. I think a lot of people are going to want the Eminem and MGK Pops right next to each other, which is going to be a little funny. I won't lie. That was a whole little rap battle thing going back and forth. It was pretty interesting to follow. Me and my brother were following it. But for the most part, MGK is coming soon, as well, guys, as we do have a new Freddie Mercury King Pop. And then the last one for Pop Rocks, even though I don't think this is really classified as rocks, we have the new BTS Pops that I talked about a while back, which are really cool. So coming in the actual lineup, guys, we did have V, Jungkook, Jin, Jimin, Suga, RM, and J-Hope. Sorry, terrible with names. But yes, guys, we do have 7 new Pops coming soon, and no word on if any of these could potentially be exclusives. We'll see. I think all the other ones were commons, and then they were in a Barnes & Noble's, like, 7-pack or whatever, however many of them there are. So, curious to see if there's any exclusives this time around, but stay tuned for BTS. Next up, guys, this one is really exciting, and actually was rumored before these actually listings come up, and we have Curious George. So we have Curious George, and we have Curious George with probably his yellow coat that says, as well as Curious George man in the yellow hat, so his, like, dad or whatever. This is cool. My brother was a big fan of Curious George growing up. I don't think I really cared for Curious George too much. I was into, like, a million other things, like Spider-Man and things like that. But for the most part, Curious George I feel like is long overdue, so it's cool to see these coming. So let me know if you are excited for them. For any Lord of the Rings fans, we do have 3 new ones coming soon. I can't even pronounce that. Battle Eowyn. I'm just going to call him Win for short. As well as a new Bilbo Baggins and Shelob 6-inch Pop. So this is going to be very interesting. It's cool to see they're expanding more on the Lord of the Rings line, but I feel like that line is super, like, big already. What is it? Someone give me how many Pops are in that line. What is there, like 20 by now? I know there's a lot. There's a lot of old school ones, expensive ones. My favorite character always from, and I'm not even a big fan of Lord of the Rings personally, never understood it, but I've always loved Legolas. I thought he was an awesome character. I played him in the actual games with a childhood, like, best friend, kid named Isaac, but I've never been a big fan of the, you know, LOTR franchise, but for the most part, Legolas was always a cool character. So stay tuned for these new Pops. And lastly, guys, I wanted to give you more confirmation for my Boruto fans of the new Pops coming soon. So there was actually also a listing over on Amazon of the, what was it? I think it was Boruto, Kawaki, and Shikidai. I think it was those 3. Or it was a different set of 3. Anyways, I know Boruto was at least in it. And that was over on Amazon. It was like a listing. It wasn't for sale, but it was a listing put up. So that kind of gives confirmation, hey, these are coming. As well as this other site putting up pre-orders. So we have Inojin, Chocho, Kawaki, Shikidai, and Boruto with marks. So these ones should definitely, because I've seen so many different rumors and listings going around, that these ones should definitely be coming soon, just from connecting the dots, and I'm sure a lot of Boruto fans are excited for these. Alright guys, so that was another Funko News little update for you guys of some really cool Pops coming soon. I'm really excited to see how these Rocky Balboa Pops turn out, as well as the Disney Princesses one. I've actually been enjoying that line. I don't collect it, but it's really cool for Bailey, and she's very excited, so I'm really curious to see how some of these new ones come out. And I do find a couple of them cool, just I don't really collect Disney, so they're not for me too much. I'm curious to see how the Boruto looks as well as a few of the other animes I talked about in yesterday's video, if you want to check out yesterday's video. But yeah, it's really, really awesome, and a lot of crazy Pops coming soon. So if you guys have any other questions, drop them down below, and I'll try to answer them accordingly. But in terms of, like, release dates and things like that, we just don't have them yet. But it's cool to see some of these go up for pre-order, and that gives us more confirmation. Hey, These are coming soon. Anyways, guys, I want to say a huge shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support me and support everything I'm doing here. I really do appreciate and love you guys for it. If you guys want to check out the Patreon, link is always down below. As well as make sure to be following my social medias, guys, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, all at Skittlerampage to stay up to date. But that's pretty much it, guys. I love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.